Hey, what's up guys? It's Geoid back with another video, and today we're diving deep into a critical explainer that exposes these 7 deadly traps literally destroying retail traders right now in 2026. Look, if you're watching this, you're looking for the absolute truth about why so many people struggle, right? And more importantly, how you can actually protect your capital in what is, let's be honest, a wildly volatile market. So let's just get right to it. Okay, we have to start with a pretty brutal reality check. When you look at regulatory data, we're talking bodies like the UK Financial Conduct Authority. It shows that a staggering 80 to 89% of retail accounts lose money in their very first year. I mean, we've literally seen beginners blow their entire trading capital in just 3 hours. Now, you might hear that tiny 20% success rate and think, well, I'm different. I'll be the one who succeeds. But as you'll see in a minute, that initial overconfidence, that's exactly what gets you into trouble in the first place. To make sure you land in that top 20% success bracket, we're going to break down the 5 core pillars of failure and success. We'll look at mindset and bias traps, emotional account blowers, tactical and timing errors, essential execution, and finally your comprehensive 2026 survival plan. Alright, kicking things off with section 1, mindset and bias traps. Honestly, this is exactly where the downward spiral begins for the vast majority of new traders. So, trap number 1 is overconfidence. You always heard the quote, trading is 80% psychology and only 20% strategy. And it's so true. Most beginners jump in expecting to make a quick $5,000 a month, usually because of some wild success story they saw online. But that unrealistic expectation, it's an absolute killer. When you expect fast money, you let fear make you exit early, you let greed push you to overtrade, and you let hope keep you stuck in completely losing positions. Honestly, your own emotions will totally destroy even the most brilliant trading strategy. Which leads us perfectly into trap number 2, confirmation bias. This is that really dangerous tendency to only process information that confirms your predetermined daily bias while completely ignoring everything else. Picture this. You wake up, analyze Euro USD, and decide, okay, today I'm only buying. Then, boom, major US economic news hits and the market starts tanking. Because you blindly held on to that buy-only mindset, you just ignored all those glaring bearish signals and missed out on massive short-side returns that played out in literally minutes. So how do we actually fix this? Well, the solution is simple, but yeah, it's pretty hard to execute. You have to stop forcing a bullish or bearish bias and start your day completely neutral. You've got to let the chart dictate your moves. The hard data tells us that you should only really set a firm daily bias once you've racked up about 3 to 4 years of solid screen time. Until you hit that mark, just step back and let the chart speak for itself. Moving right along, let's escalate to section 2, the emotional account blowers. These are the mental hijackings that just completely destroy your capital, covering traps 3, 4, and 5. Alright, trap 3 is the ultimate account blower. I'm talking about FOMO, the fear of missing out. Imagine this exact scenario. It's 10 a.m. and a strong resistance breaks on a Bitcoin chart, but you miss it. Instantly, your brain is screaming that you need to get in right now. So 10:15 rolls around, the price retests, and you buy in late. Literally 5 minutes later, your stop loss gets hit as the price sharply drops. Now, pure panic and FOMO kick in. At 10:21, you immediately short the market, but the price just starts consolidating. By 10:30, you're stopped out again. You missed the first move, chased the second, and got completely trapped twice in just 30 minutes. The absolute golden rule to beat FOMO, think of it like this. If you're running to catch a bus, you are already late. Just wait for the next one. It is so absolutely vital to realize that market opportunities are completely infinite, but your capital, that is strictly limited. Every single time you miss a trade, there is a better setup coming right behind it. Sometimes sitting on your hands and taking no trade at all is the absolute best trade you can make. Trap 4 is just brutal. We're talking about revenge trading. Let's say you take a $500 loss. Immediately, your brain shifts into dopamine recovery mode. You feel this desperate, almost physical need to win that money back instantly. So what do? You take another trade without any real plan whatsoever. And honestly, 99% of the time, that $500 loss instantly snowballs into a $1,000 or $2,000 hole. Accounts almost never blow up from a single planned stop loss. No, they blow up because these emotional blunders just keep piling up on top of each other. To actually survive revenge trading, you have to put some strict rules in place. First, set a hard daily loss limit. Let's say 3% of your capital. The very second you hit that number, you close the laptop immediately. No exceptions. Then, Implement a strict no-trade cooling period for at least 30 minutes. Literally get up, walk around, meditate, drink some water. You cannot, and I mean cannot, come back to the screens until those emotions are totally calm. And then we have trap 5, which surprisingly enough actually hits you when you're winning. You hit a 5-trade winning streak, your brain releases all these feel-good chemicals, and suddenly you feel totally invincible. Acting purely on that high emotion, you crank up your position size, completely tossing your rules out the window. But then, one single over-leveraged losing streak hits, wipes out all those hard-earned profits, and takes everything right back. Listen, you must keep your rules fixed. Only ever increase your position size after maybe 30 to 90 days of consistent, data-backed profits, not just because you're feeling lucky. Okay, let's shift gears into section 3, tactical and timing errors. Here, we're looking at the specific chaos and pitfalls of the 2026 market environment. Trap 6 is a massive one right now, trading all-time highs and lows. In 2026, these markets are incredibly chaotic, right? Gold is touching all-time highs. Bitcoin blew past 100K. So many traders buy in at these peaks, just assuming it'll keep going up forever. But here's the reality check. When you trade an all-time high, you have zero historical data to the left on your chart. You aren't actually trading based on probabilities anymore. You're basically doing 50% guesswork based on the news. As technical traders, we really need to stick to the 60% probabilities where we can see that historical patterns have played out 10 times before. Trap 7 is chasing in 2026's massive spikes, like those crazy moves in oil and gold, way after they've already happened. You're the news an hour late and desperately try to jump in. But remember this, the first original push is always the best move. Once it's gone, it's gone. You need to focus on executing quality setups during that initial push, capitalizing on the volatility when you've actually done your own analysis, instead of just blindly reacting after the fact. Alright, moving on to section 4, essential execution and risk. If you truly want to transition from being a chaotic gambler into a cold, data-driven, and disciplined trader, we absolutely have to lock down your execution. Look, the absolute fastest way to completely blow an account is over-leveraging. You have to live and die by the golden 2% rule, meaning never put more than 2% of your account equity at risk on a single trade. Even if you're rocking a $50,000 account, your maximum capital at risk on any given play is just $1,000. The beauty of this framework is that it would require literally dozens of consecutive losses to blow your capital. And statistically, that's just highly unlikely if you're actually sticking to your plan and always using stop losses. And execution isn't just about your position size. It's also about your frequency. Firing off 20 to 30 trades in a 6-hour window, that's not a trading strategy. That is just disguised revenge trading. Your brain simply cannot process new logical plans that fast. The most successful traders out there prioritize capital protection and patience way over short-term, rapid-fire gains. Sometimes, especially in super volatile periods, that just means waiting patiently for one perfect, high-probability setup per week. Now that we've agitated the core problems and exposed these deadly traps, let's get into section 5, the 2026 survival plan. This right here is your exact roadmap to actually landing in that top 20% of profitable traders. We've broken this entire thing down into a super clear 7-step action plan. First up, you need to build a comprehensive trading plan. And by that, I mean having very strict, predefined rules for both your entries and your exits. Second, you must implement that 2% risk rule we just talked about. Never trade without a stop loss, period. Third, maintain a detailed trading journal. Documenting every single trade is what allows you to actually analyze your patterns and learn from cold, hard data, rather than your highly biased emotions. Building right off of that, step 4, stay incredibly informed on 2026's volatile global fundamentals. Wars, politics, macro events, these things will radically affect the markets and you need to know what's coming. Step 5 is practicing extreme patience. Seriously, wait for those high probability setups to come to you. Step 6, like we covered earlier, start every single day with a completely neutral bias. Don't force a direction, just let the chart talk to you. And finally, step 7, enforce a 1 to 3% daily loss limit and physically walk away from your desk at the exact second you hit it. At the end of the day, trading is all about discipline, adaptation, and fiercely protecting what you already have. Remember, the market will always be there tomorrow, but your capital, that is strictly limited. Don't lose it all trying to make a quick buck. So I have to ask you, which of these 7 deadly traps have you fallen for the most? Drop a comment below, be totally honest with yourself, and decide right now. Are you going to be part of the 80% who lose or the 20% who survive and succeed? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Trade smart.